Hi, my name is James Coleman. I'm the president of Workforce Industrial Training. Workforce Industrial Training. We've had a great run here in Northeast Florida, Southern Georgia. We've had the opportunity to train thousands of students to put them back into the workplace. One of the key things that's been successful about our program is that when we find community partners that are willing to hire returning citizens, giving them second chance programs that they operate with us, a lot of times what they're looking for is more. Do we have any more? And that's been one of the reasons why we've been able to continuously find ways to get folks in these jobs. Returning citizens are considered to be anyone that has been recently released from incarceration, be it from the state or federal level, male or female. The concept of returning citizens means that they are coming back into society. Myself, I was a returning citizen. I saw how hard it was to get back into the workforce. I did 13 years, 6 months, 7 days, 27 minutes, and a long trip home on that Greyhound. And I think what helped me is that I started working towards my release before being released. A lot of times we find individuals that don't start working on what's going to be the plan when I get home until just at the threshold before they get ready to get out. For me, when the doors closed for the first time, day one of them 13 years, I was already planning. They're not going to get now another day, now another second. Where I see guys, all day on the weight pile, all day I'm in the law library, all day I'm in the library, to the point that I was able to actually start a GED program in prison. I started teaching GED at New River East first, then they transferred me over to New River West because they had a spacing that they wanted to provide lifers an opportunity to get the GED program. And that was like my first kind of concept of really teaching individuals that would be labeled, hard to reach, barrier-based, prone to recidivism, but I didn't know years later that I would be doing this though, not at all. One of the things that I really recognize is if you don't have any type of skill set, you don't have any type of training, you don't have some type of paperwork somewhere, a lot of times they're not going to give you that opportunity. That was the concept of creating the Workforce Industrial Training Program, for programs specifically for returning citizens to help them get the skill sets they need to be able to get them back into the workforce. From my perspective, I think the returning citizens or those barrier-based individuals are a very underserved market. There are opportunities there for not only for employment opportunities, but for growth for those businesses to be able to have these folks that are in desperate need of work, and they have a higher probability of being to work on the longevity side and being part of someone that could grow along with those companies. Being involved with this program is definitely giving me a focus, giving me a direction. It's also giving me an opportunity to help individuals that I may never meet again in my life. And in doing that, it also gives us a chance to build relationships with some of the major companies here in Northeast Florida and Southern Georgia. In the process of expanding out, through partnerships here in Jacksonville, Florida, we were able to partner with Jacksonville City Council. The City Council granted us $300,000 to be a part of a project that would be designed to reach into the community, get these folks some training, and get them to jobs as quickly as possible. It was an extremely successful project. From that project, I actually was nominated for a Jacksonville Image Award. I've had a couple of awards and showcases that have come up, and even now we are finding ourselves traveling outside of our area to explain more about our programs to other communities that are very interested in trying some of these same programs themselves. The Operation Boost program was designed specifically for barrier-based returning citizens, phased out foster care. We completed with about actually a 90% completion rate, 80% job placement that are still on some of those jobs now at higher than living average wages. So it was a great program. With the success of that program, we also partnered with other organizations like Operation New Hope, the Clara White Mission, FSCJ, Job Corps, and just recently the Jacksonville Veterans Reintegration Program. And their job is to help homeless veterans and those type of things. So we provide them with the training they need also to be able to get back to employment.
My name is Michael Reynolds. I'm learning warehouse functions, courtesy of the Veterans Administration. It's helping me transition skills from the Navy to the working world now.
My name is David Berger. I've learned the basics of warehouse functioning.
I'm understanding order picking, attention to detail, something that directly relates from my Navy experiences to the real world. Warehousing, logistics, distribution. I'm learning all of those processes.
How to pull and send out orders, and how the importance of having an accurate inventory is. And it's been great. The staff has been very thorough and professional. I'm just really grateful to be here.
If you have the opportunity to partake in this, I would definitely recommend this to anybody and everybody who qualifies.
Most recently, we partnered with NARP. NARP is the National Association of Reentry Professionals. Their job has been, over the years, to make sure that those individuals that are coming home as returning citizens have housing. So our job now, as far as dealing with the recruitment, training, job placement, one of the things that we've found that has always been an issue is housing. So partnering with NARP, being able to be not only the workforce division for them, that allows them to be that housing unit for us. So it kind of makes, the relationship is great to work. And with our other community shareholders and partners, we've also had the opportunity to provide internship dollars. So not only are we able now to do housing, we'll do the training, and we also be able to do a paid internship for a given amount of time for individuals between the ages of 18 and 24.
I'm really excited to be a part of the Workforce Industrial Training Center as it relates to housing. We can train individuals and give them jobs, but really we got to look at where they're living. A lot of times people come home from prisons and jails, and people put them in houses that are dilapidated, or they have housing without case management, so they don't know how to really develop a lot of goals for themselves. The part that we're going to bring to this is going to be able to really look at a holistic approach to the person. Yes, you have a job. Yes, you have training. And yes, you have a place to live. So with all those things, now we want to look at individually, who are you and what's important.
We are in the process of our 5th year working with some of our community partners. We've had the opportunity to train thousands of students. And when we say thousands of students, we mean literally thousands of students. So for weekly training, we're probably going to see anywhere from 30 to 40 students per cycle. And then per module, that'll probably be about 150 to 200 students. So we're pulling from every different community shareholder group, whether they're dealing with battered women, homelessness, or they're dealing with issues of housing. They find opportunities through us to be able to get to the jobs that they need to be able to find the life they so desperately deserve.
He's developed a training center that is going to be instrumental in actually changing the landscape of what our industry looks like, especially for low voltage, but not just low voltage, all of the deficient industries right here in Jacksonville. And I think one part that's missed is Jacksonville is talent rich. And I think we need to find those individuals, and we just need to shine them up a little bit and bring them through a training and let them go and really create a life that is supported by the income that they can generate by having those skills that they need to really excel.
You know, coming through these doors, you know, a lot of people are coming home with little to no hope, and then being able to be at least a small part of that inspiration or guidance to help them get back into the right direction has been indescribable. To be able to be blessed to be in a position to be able to do what we're doing here at Workforce Industrial Training.
Well, it's giving citizens a second chance, and I just want to tell you a little story about a young lady who was in that program. She did 8 years in prison, and she was able to get out. She came to our program, and we was able to get her a job at Amazon. And I remember her telling me, said, for the first time in her life, she got a job making $15 an hour, and she had the job with 401k. And it's not only happened to her, but it's happened to her family, and it also happened to the next generation.
Workforce Industrial Training currently has 2 principal locations. Our first location is designed as an administrative setup. It's 45,000 square feet. We're in the old Winn-Dixie building. Right now, we're utilizing a portion of that. Our second location is located in this general area, and it is used specifically for lab work. So if there's anything that needs to be done outside, heavy equipment, backhoes, excavators, those type of things, we want to make sure that we keep them in an outside environment. And we run that class all year long. So it's winter, spring, summer, fall, rain. And that's the only way you're going to be able to get a real world experience, because you have to be involved with what's going on with that equipment. I want you to be comfortable with the equipment, not only comfortable with it, but be able to talk about it, to be able to, if someone asks you a question, hey, what does this thing do? Tell it to them just like that, because that increases their confidence that they know what they're doing on the equipment. And it also lets the employer know that I have a quality employee that I can have for a very long time.
All right, so we're actually inside of the warehouse. In this warehouse, right here we have Bay A, Bay B, and Bay C. Bay A and Bay B are dedicated for our packages. So we will have our students actually pulling the packages from off of the shelving, rolling them on our assembly line, and actually doing packaging right there. We will have somebody that will be an order picker to make sure that everything in the inventory is correct. Bay C is more so dedicated for the forklift operator to come through, lift up pallets from up high in the middle, and actually go around our track. Our track is designed where the driver or the operator that we're training will be able to go forward, they'll go backwards, and they will go through a couple mazes and things like that to simulate what a warehouse situation would be. So that's pretty much the compass of it. The other part we have is a vocational part where I actually put together a curriculum to teach them about the warehouse industry, the intricacies in the warehouse industry, and all of the different jobs that's involved with it. So that's workforce.
Some of our success stories include our students that have gone on not only to go to work, but they become supervisors, they become managers, they've called back, hey, you got some more guys, I need some more guys who went through the same thing I did. In that relationship, we've been able to play it forward in such a way that we have individuals that have embedded themselves in companies, and those companies now are looking for other people. So we were able to spread, because of the quality of talent that we put out, because of the mentorship that we gave our students upon completing the program, and also the hands-on training. So it's one thing to read a book, but in our program we make sure that we include the academic side of it as well as the hands-on application. So when they go into these areas, they have a great head start as soon as they get there.
The reason I came to the work release program because I was looking for a better outlook in life, like some type of guidance that'll help me in the work field. Before I came to this program, at a young age, I've been incarcerated 2 days after graduating high school. After I did my time, I still tried to achieve, to do better, but also I know that I needed paperwork, to match my docket, to make me look more as a good person that's trying to change and not let my background be my narrative. So I always worked hard to exceed what I've been through because I'm always about positive change. As far as this program, it helped me in a lot of ways. I worked for a company. Like with this program, I took multiple classes. I took the forklifting class, I took the hazmat, hazwapper, first aid, CPR class, and it helped me a lot as far as the job I was doing at the time. As far as the classes I took, it also helped me get a promotion through my job, which I went from being a worker to being the lead person at my job, because this class is also through OSHA and my job is OSHA regulated. So like if OSHA was to come visit my job environment, I would be the one who has the qualifications to answer the questions as far as speaking to OSHA.
I am Dorothy Gillette, and I know James Coleman. We met about 2 years ago at the Kids Hope Alliance when both of us happened to be there. I want to see better for my city, and the way I see better for my city is to help people get back to work. It's about taking the 16 to 25-year-olds who are out of work, out of school, out of prison. Those people, we need to get to work. They need to find a job, and James provides a very big avenue for that.
The feeling of being able to provide this program to the community is overwhelming. There's oftentimes that I could be out and about in the regular community, the stores, the gas station, parents or students like, Mr. Coleman, I'm doing this now, I'm doing this right now. And the smiles I see on their faces gives me the motivation to keep going. And I've been extremely blessed to be able to do this. I've been also extremely blessed to be able to provide opportunities not only for myself, but my friends, my family, my loved ones. We've been able to not only build this business, but allow other folks that are partnered with us to build their business as well. I've seen some of my students go on to start their own business. So we help and we encourage the entrepreneur spirit. In my mind, if I had a student that was on outside squad, he's cutting grass, mowing the yard for free. He came home, we show him how to get contracts with the city, and now they have bid opportunities, and now they are able to employ other folks that are coming home.
It's provided my students in the Coffee Project the opportunity to get hands-on skills training so they can go out into the workforce and really thrive, because they get this hands-on experience here locally, in-house, with the type of training that Mr. James Coleman provides to them. It allows them to achieve various certifications. Once they have these certifications, not only does it help them be more advanced when they go into the companies, but it also helps out with them getting a pay raise right off the rip, because they show that they're qualified to do the actual position that they've been able to achieve.
Ashley Cox, and I met Mr. Coleman through Dorothy Gillette, and then I went to the workforce one day to see all the work that he was doing and the service that he's giving to the community, which is just so important, because when you train people and provide them with jobs, then they are able to be productive members of society and not go back into the system. And so what James is doing, I'm so thankful for the work that he's doing and am happy to be a part of it.
James is a phenomenal leader in the community. I am so excited about the work that he is doing. He's had the opportunity to allow one of our sons to go through forklift training. And so what he's been doing is giving a voice back to those children. Some of them are fatherless, some of them didn't graduate from school, some of them didn't have the proper education. And he's more like a surrogate father to a lot of children in the communities, whether I think ages ranges from 18 to like 30.
So we have a National Association of Reentry Professionals presented to James Coleman, the 2024 National Community Leadership Award for your outstanding contribution and exemplary leadership. Your vision inspires us to reach new heights, July 5th, 2024.
I think if I had to say what aspect of me doing this program gives me the most pride, I would say that, we have often had conversations with students that if you take one step, we'll take two. Over the years, we've been able to be so blessed that we can take 3 or 4 steps for those students now. And I think as long as we continue to work and keep God in the center of what we're doing, we're going to be able to continue to help folks and help change lives, because somebody prayed for a blessing and we don't even know we might have been that blessing unknowingly. So we try to always play it forward. In going forward, what I would like to do is make sure that this program, even if I'm gone, ashes and dust, that the idea of this program continues to go on and continues to bear fruit from now until forever. And speaking to the new generation, a younger generation, a generation that's going to inherit tomorrow, it's very important to start thinking about your future now. If you've had situations where you've had problems, you've had issues, know that you're not the only one that's ever gone through that. Know that if there is a vein in you that wants to get help, that wants to have someone to try to reach into your corner to try to give you some assistance, that opportunity is there, whether you go through a workforce program or one of your community programs, or even through your church organizations. The main thing is that you got to move forward. And remember, if you fall, that doesn't mean you have to stay down there. It just means brush yourself up and get back up. Keep it moving. And I always tell everybody, tell them the same thing all the time. Love, peace, and blessings. Keep God in your life. Love, peace, and blessings. Keep God in your life. And remember, your blessing could be somebody else's blessing, so don't be afraid to give from your heart. And love you like that. Peace. Workforce Industrial Training, and we out.